Hi, I'm Bob Power, and we're pleased to be joined today by Chad Wasilenkoff, Executive Chairman and founder of Fortress Paper, which trades on our OTCQX Best Market under the symbol FTPLF. Chad, welcome to the Market Center.
Thanks for having me today.
Thanks for joining us. Tell us about Fortress Paper, particularly the two business segments, dissolving pulp and security paper products.
Sure. So as mentioned, we do have two very, very distinct business segments. Our first one is dissolving pulp. It started as a paper pulp mill many years ago. It was not profitable when we bought the asset, and we've basically converted it to this new product called dissolving pulp. So rather than making paper pulp that everyone's used to holding in their hands, we now focus on the textile industry. The driving force behind that is there's growth in that particular industry with GDP going up, and there's less use of cotton due to some environmental issues. Our second business segment is focused on Banknotes. It's a mill located in Switzerland, just outside of Zurich. Since acquiring that asset in 2006, we started that mill with about 900 tons. We're now doing over 10,000 tons. So we've increased the capacity tenfold, and there's a lot of demand for the product.
Thanks. Talk about the industry trends.
Sure. So with dissolving pulp, as mentioned, cotton is going through some challenging times. It's not that environmentally friendly. It's an aggressive user of herbicides, pesticides, fertilizers, a lot of water consumption. So there's a trend right now where it's being substituted out for a new product called viscose staple fiber, which is more commonly known as rayon. It's more environmentally friendly, it has double the dryability, double the irritability, and it just improves the overall value chain and quality for the customers. So that, again, is continuing to drive our business and has very good growth rates for the foreseeable future. In our banknote industry, there's a trend with more ATM machines coming online. The banknotes need to be crisper and cleaner and more fit to be able to run through that high-speed equipment. And so with all these ATM machines, there's also very large stacks of cash required to help the consumers and with comfort and ease of spending and driving the economy. So again, there's good growth rates in both our two industries.
Thank you. Fortress Paper recently mentioned debt repayment in its results. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Sure. Over the last year, we've been focusing on that debt repayment, so we've probably paid about $75 million of our debt down. We still have some debt within the organization, but we feel it's very manageable now and are no longer focused on that as a primary concern. Where we're spending most of our time now is on new growth initiatives, looking for new businesses that are either tied to our existing product lines or potentially even moving into new other opportunities.
Thanks. Your company began trading on our OTCQX Best Market this year. Tell us about your investor relations goals in the U.S. marketplace.
Sure. So we originally began trading on the Toronto Stock Exchange with an IPO in 2007. Since then, a large portion of our investor base has migrated down here to the United States. So we just felt it was time to get a listing down here just for ease of transactions and the ability for our existing and potentially new shareholders to follow the company better.
Thanks. And going on to OTCQX was a natural step for that.
Absolutely. It's been great for us.
Well, talk about the company's focus over the next 12 months.
Sure. At our two distinct business lines, as mentioned, we have two fairly meaningful step changes going on. At our dissolving pulp mill in Canada, we're just putting in a fifth digester. This is the bottleneck of the mill. So with that coming online in early 2018, we should see a step change in our profitability. At our banknote division, we have two initiatives. One is a new finishing line, which is the bottleneck at that mill. It's about a $5 million investment. The equipment has showed up and should be installed in the coming weeks. The second is a longer-term goal where we want to focus on a new innovative banknote substrate that we own and manufacture and have all the patents for, called DuraSafe. It's now been launched in all the Swiss francs, and we're starting to get a lot of adoption from other countries around the world.
Well, Chad, thanks for visiting with us today and for giving us an update. We wish you and company continued success.
Great, thank you.
Okay.